On October 20th of 1977, a Convair CV-240 passenger airplane was carrying a band by the name of Lynyrd Skynyrd. They were flying from South Carolina to Baton Rouge, crashing near the Gillsburg, Magnolia area. And so they erected this memorial for the band. He always said in one of his songs that, if I were to leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? But I think he will be for some time. I think they all will be. Welcome back, everybody. It's Chris from Chris Travels, and we have a special one today. We are going to visit the Lynyrd Skynyrd Memorial in Mississippi. It is going to be a sight to behold, so let's get to it. On that day in '77, around 6, 7 o'clock, the plane ran out of fuel, and it met its end right here on 7364 Easley Road in Magnolia, Mississippi. So let's take a tour of this and let's pay some respects to a very dear band to everyone, Lynyrd Skynyrd. On this flight, there were 26 passengers and crew. And off to the side of it, there is a location where you're able to sign a guest book. So do that when you visit. And if you want to donate, here is all the information to do so. They are on Facebook as well, so I recommend looking them up. So if you're in the Gillsburg, Magnolia area, come check this out. I mean, this is amazing that they would do something like this for them. He said he was a simple man, but I believe it runs a little deeper than that. They even have a handicap location for you to park with an accessible ramp going to the memorial. Just look how beautiful the area is. Just look at this. There's so many areas where they're tearing all of this down to build more stuff, but yet you still have beautiful nature such as this. Humble road that runs to who knows where. All right, everyone, so I met a wonderful man named Paul who has an amazing anchor on his shirt, and he's gonna give us a little bit of history about Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Well, there was one guy that wasn't on the plane. In the band, he wears a bunch of different hats. I believe he's a pianist.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I was his bodyguard in Memphis.
Really?
At their concert. I was actually his girlfriend's bodyguard. And she was kind of the new Lynyrd Skynyrd band.
Right.
The wives didn't want them carousing and drinking. So, and the girlfriend would go get this guy his drinks and everything. So the wives didn't really like her that much. And this was in Memphis at the Coliseum, and the Coliseum's not active anymore. It hadn't been for like 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
It's about that time ago. So. But I took her to the concert, sat with the wives. And I took her back to the hotel in Memphis that they were staying at. And of course, they were all fixing to load up on a bus, the band was. She was going to fly back to Atlanta where they lived. And she came down, I was sitting downstairs, and she came back down the elevator and she says, he wants you to come up to our room and talk to him.
Yeah.
So I go back up to his room, cool dude, man. He just flipped out his seat, all the CDs they had done and everything.
How about that?
And was telling me about each one of them and everything. Just a real nice guy. And then they loaded the bus, and I took her to the airport, and that was the end of it. But
Wow.
it was kind of unique, you know.
Absolutely.
I heard we were coming back from Baton Rouge, and we saw the sign. I said, I want to go see that, because I've seen the movie they've done.
Is this the first time you visited the memorial?
Oh yeah, I didn't even know it was here.
What do you think of it?
Oh,
They
it's
did
cool.
it. They did it all right, huh?
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's recent too. Like it's
Yes,
been done.
it does. And attention, everything's level. It looks
Yeah.
clean, and it looks like it's well respected
Yeah.
by the community as well.
Yeah.
And that's speaking high for the area. You know, they're respecting the memorial.
And the pictures on the back are awesome.
I've never seen something like that before.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
It's a real good memorial.
That's why I said earlier, you know, he always said, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? I think it's safe to say that he will be remembered.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for
Well,
your
nice to meet
time.
y'all.
Thank you for sharing your story.
We're headed back to Memphis.
Well,
Safe
you guys be
travels.
safe.
Thank you. It was wonderful talking to you.
See, that is what I'm talking about. That is why we do what we do. Well, that's going to about wrap it up for this one. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this special trip to visit the Lynyrd Skynyrd Memorial around the Gillsburg, Magnolia area. If you were in the area, please come down and check it out. Pay some respects. It is a beautiful sight to behold, a wonderful band that will be remembered forever. And I think it's safe to say that they will live on, because their music is just as powerful now as it was then. Until next time, this is Chris from Chris Travels, and I'll see you on the road.